Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Geralif is saying hello as well. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and after clearing up just a little bit of backspace, we are ready to continue. I was hoping I would be able to sell a couple more items. Doesn't seem to be the case. We are reaching that point in the game in which you start getting a lot of essences as rewards, which I'm not actually using, but I don't feel inclined to sell or destroy either, so that might be problematic. On top of that, I also have plenty of items on my bags that I am saving just for the cosmetics, and that's not practical either. Hopefully I will get next to a bolt sometime soon so that I can do something more about this. And before you ask, yes, I'm aware of the VIP buffs and they are great, but I'm enjoying my time questing so far that going to another area just for those buffs, that doesn't seem worth it to me. I mean, they are useful for sure, and every time you can get them, definitely do so, but it would break all the immersion for me if I were to go back to another area just for those. So, who do we have here? Wait, dismount! True Tongue, Maiden of Tirith. And I think we had already met True Tongue before. I know. Yeah, we had met her before. Right. I mean, I would remember that. My waters have whispered of a man such as you. You have come bearing ill tidings, have you not? You tell True Tongue of her sister's rage. She has not spoken to me and my sisters in many long years, but she knows well that we do not involve ourselves in the troubles of mortal men, unless it is for the good of all. I must free her from her blindness before it consumes her. Yeah, thank you for your help, True Tongue. Thank you for letting me know that, yeah, you are on the case, as it were. Maybe we didn't meet True Tongue before. We actually met Grey Tongue. Near Erinos, which is where we are headed now. Is there an easy way to cross the river before having to come to Pelargir and back? Yeah, there seems to be a good enough crossing over there on the other shore. The horse will not be able to make it, of course. That's okay. Okay. On to the next maiden. We didn't need to enter the town, it seems. Don't mind me. I'll be gone. Just a moment. Whoa, no. Why do I have the feeling we're gonna spend a big chunk of this episode just tracking these sisters? And I mean, we could technically get this repeatable for the baskets and get some extra reputation, but just wanna be as time efficient as I can. Don't feel like doing quote-unquote older content right now. It's relatively current for us, but it's not what we are focused on right now. Ah, what do we have here? Silver Froth. Oh no, you definitely we hadn't met before. I would remember you, especially if you are such a good dancer. The waters have told me much of you, Beriathan. You need not speak, for I already know all you have to say. It is clear that my sister has grown mad, for who among us would guard her own waters in the weak armors of man? Are not our currents unbreakable? Perhaps she should try dancing instead. Silverfroth lets out a laugh. I do not know if she shall listen to my words, but I shall try when the time comes. No, it seems we had already met Trutonk before. Because I have no recollection of Silverfroth at all. On to the next maiden now. You scared me, jeez. Oh, take a look, who do we have here? One of the roving threads. Render. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to the maiden first, just in case this battle goes ill. Would you please die? So that way, if we are defeated, we don't need to come back here, just for an NPC. We have Grey Eye, I do remember you, of course. Oh. No, climb the rock. And who are you to step so boldly into my waters? I could drown you with a thought, and yet I do not, for I know well of your purpose here. My sister's rage overflows from the Erui, and I feel her anger even now. She pulls more armor of the dead from her waters with each passing moment, and soon, not even the banks of her river shall contain her. I know the truth of what must be done, even if the others do not see it. And why do you mean you feel like attacking me? Don't you remember the baskets I brought you before? Because I do remember you. And that doesn't seem polite. Now, can get some extra light type damage. Dot critical chance maybe? Let us go like this. Oh jeez, no, I didn't want to pull this goat. For God's sake. Do you mind? I'm after the dragon. Actually, not you. It's not personal. Oh, he hits quite hard. Jeez, that's a very nasty wound. Do I need to keep healing myself? Because if we are going to use just self-heals, this is not gonna work. Our Never Surrender has already been consumed. Oh, for God's sake. Would you please stop your goddamn inductions? No, I don't want to pull any more enemies here. If you don't mind. I don't want to fight goats. I don't want to fight deers. Oh my god, stop it with your inductions, stop it! Jesus! Can't you do anything else? Anything else that's not a goddamn induction? Christ! I mean, there was a high chance this would happen, of course. I'm not particularly angry about the result of this. But come on, I mean, inductions and more inductions and just inductions. You can surely do something more than that. I would expect you to do more than that. But yeah, that roving thread in particular seems way harder than the other ones we have been able to pull off. So no, I don't resent that particularly. I just wished we could have done a little bit more, just a little. If we didn't need to worry about interrupting so many inductions, we could have done a little bit more. Just saying. Stupid thing. Okay. Let us continue now. Because, I don't know, I cancelled that quest now that I remember it. I was running short on quest slots, so I did cancel it. So I don't remember what kind of roving thread that is, but it seems at least a fellowship one. I would have been very mad if I had defeated it and then realized I didn't have the quest. So yeah, all things considered, I think we got the best outcome possible for this. So that's okay. In my book. And here we have Roaming Star once again. Well, we had already met you before. And we had already talked to you before many different times. It is good to look upon you, Beriathan. My sisters have told me of what troubles you and how the evils of men have once again tainted the Erui. My sister has grown wild, and she must be calmed before this corruption can overtake her completely. I fear that Grey Eye may speak true, for time grows short indeed. We must soothe her wounds of old before it is too late. Completed Quests of Upper Lebennin. Great, I was starting to wonder when this was gonna happen. There you go. Title, Virtue XP. Aided the people of East Gondor. We have now the quest deed for warbands and the other areas. Doing good. The Lone Lady. She has always been the most distant of my sisters, but I never sensed such darkness within her. Only a great sadness. A sadness she has carried with her for many of your years. She never spoke much to us, never even speaking of her true name. But I wish she had come to us with her troubles. We have all seen horrors in the long years we have spent in this land. She must know that she does not stand alone. The men of Lebennin fought brother against brother and spilled much blood in her waters. But now you say the southern men that seek to cross her waters are met by riding suits of armor? I fear she will not be calmed easily, but my sisters and I must reach her somehow. Travel to the crossings of Erui, for it is there that my sisters and I shall meet you. We shall put an end to this, no matter what action must be taken. Imbued Legacy Replacement Scroll. Oh yeah, I do need one of these very badly. Well, not very badly, but I do want one of them. We will do what we must, Beriathan. Are you prepared? Go, yeah, go.
Maddened by the encroaching Haradrim, the lone lady is lashed out, raising the long-emptied armors of men who fought in the kinstrife to drown those who taint the waters of the Erui. Fearful of her anger growing beyond control, the Sisters of Lebennin have united to calm their sister and bring peace to Lebennin once more.
Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, right. Geralt. Sorry once again. What's gonna happen now? Talk to the lone lady. Well, at least she will talk to us now. So there's that. Why do you persist, man? You claim that my sisters fear of me? That I should speak to them before it is too late? I have no sisters. I cast you from my waters once, and I shall do so again. No more blood shall be spilt in my waters. Drown, Beriathan, and trouble me no more. Yeah, well, I'm not afraid of your tricks. Not afraid of the bodies of traitors as well. As the armored white sink back into the Erui, Romingsar appears. Sister, what has become of you? Is such wickedness what you truly seek? I did not seek it, it was forced upon me. Behold, sister, the legacy of man. The currents shall take you. No, they won't. I already had Romingsar on my side once. So... Sister, no, this is not the way. True tongue. And grey eye, stand strong, Beriathan, for my sister's madness must be ended. We can still help you. Listen to us. And where is Silverfroth? I don't see Silverfroth. Did you hear me, sister? Put an end to this, or we shall wash you away. Be free of your fears and let our strength flow through you. Take a look at all these buffs. Hope, incoming damage, outgoing damage, attack duration, power cost inductions. You cannot overpower us all, sister. This man will not fall. The last of the recent armored whites sinks back into the Erui. You have never listened, sisters. Let he who bears the guilt be the one to end you all. Oh. Oh, you are not. Armor of the Usurper. Oh, come on! None can escape the waters of the Erui. Oh! Awesome! Such is the frailty of men. Yeah, you would know. The armor of the Usurper falls broken into the shallows of the Erui. Sister, you are still one of us. We have all known horrors and the evils of men. As all our rivers converge, let us also reunite as one and stand together against the evil in the east. What say you? I cannot bear to hold such anger within me any longer. I shall not wield my waters against the innocent, for my wounds are old, far older than any that yet live. Thank you, my sisters. Let me do naught but good for the peoples of Middle-earth in the days to come. Yeah, please do so. How amazing was this? Fighting armor of the usurper himself? Come on. Come on. I am glad you urged me, my sisters, to seek me, Beriathan, and thankful that they could pull me from the depths of my sorrow. There is naught I can say to atone for the evils I visited upon you, but know that you are always welcome in my waters. Although some of the armored wights may still roam the Erui, I shall work to quiet them. Take the armor I bore against you and bring it to the men of these lands. Let this dark chapter of our shared history be done at last. You have done me a great favor, Beriathan. I shall not trouble you again. Oh, what are we gonna do with the armor of the usurper? Oh, please tell me. Oh, come on. I didn't remember this one bit. Last time I played this, I most likely still didn't know what I know about the Kinstrife today. I mean, so excited for this, especially considering Beriathan's backstory concerning the Kinstrife. This seems like a very important moment for all of us. What is this armor you lay before me? An ornate piece despite such age and wear. Can be none other than the armor worn by the usurper himself. As much as I wish to trust your words, I cannot fathom these tales you tell of the Five Sisters. They are naught but fables told to the young. Yet the river has held close a relic of our bloody history, and I would not dishonor our people by ignoring such a find. I shall send this armor to Lord Sirgon and see it return to Pelargir until this war comes to an end. Perhaps the lady would like to hear more of your tale, but I can't tarry no longer in Lebennin. Wow, this was amazing. I don't know what you think about it. Let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about the armor of the usurper rising itself from the Erui? But I thought that was sick. It was great. This was beyond my wildest dreams, truly. I mean, the only thing that could have been crazier than this, in the good sense of the word, would be if Castamir himself rose up, not just his armor, but Castamir. Like, if the Lone Lady had kept somehow the bodies of all the fallen soldiers from rot, and then Castamir's body rose from the water and fought you? Jeez. But I think the armor is a good middle ground in between going absolutely bonkers with the lore and being able to do their own thing, so good job there. Definitely. Ah, I think I have. No, not good enough. Anyway. Or maybe? Let me see. No, I'm gonna keep it that way.
What is the meaning of this?
You speak of unbelievable things, Beriathan, but you assure me that my people are safe, so I shall hold your words to be true. This glacial you spoke of in Arnach, she seems to be a most interesting woman, and one whom I would like to speak with in time. But such things are for another day. I have one last thing to ask of you, my friend. Okay, so I think I do have this one already saved for cosmetics. Agility, vitality, critical rating. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take the light armor for cosmetics. Why not? Oh, don't tell me that, please. Let me get rid of this wing then, and this spear. This should be good enough now.
What is the meaning of this?
Yeah. Beriathan, you have done much for me and my people, but I cannot keep you here any longer. Sleep has not come easily to me of late, but even when I find rest, my dreams have grown as dark as the skies. I have seen my brother fall to madness, the deaths of my sons, and great beasts of terror marching upon Minas Tirith. What sickness of the mind takes hold that would conjure such foul thoughts? I know not if any of these shall come to pass, but I must work to prevent them if I might. Lord Angbor has his own path to fortune to the east, but I would ask something else of you. You may be the last to heed my words, so I beg you to travel to Arnach and speak to a warrior called Baranor. It may delay you, and it may even change your course, but I cannot let those that I love fall to such horrors. So there we go, we need to go to Arnach, but I want to use this on my javelin. Because, let me show you these legacies really quick. Shield Gambit line healing, I do like. Heal bonus for conviction, useful too. Fist Gambit skill damage, that's essential. Spiritual Gambit damage, good as well. Agility, Vitality, well, kinda useful. I wanna change Javelin skills critical rating. And I wanna change that for... I was thinking Defiant Challenge damage return because you see here a high percentage for it, but the actual reflect is not that good in my opinion, so I'm gonna avoid that. Fist Gambit critical rating, I'm not a big fan of those critical rating legacies. Once again, the numbers might fool you, but that doesn't seem to be such a big change. Fate rating, Moral Regen, Shield Mastery, Shield Piercer, no. Power cost, no. No, I do wanna go with in combat power regen, because this is especially useful when you are running determination. I mean, yeah, when you are in blue line, because as you see, we tend to run out of power very fast, and that alleviates most of those problems. So there we go. We need to apply some runes to it, and the legacies are unlocked. The ranks are still unlocked on the weapon, but not the XP. We need to regain that XP. I know that was gonna happen, but the only way in which I could have gotten all the legacies I wanted on my javelin was if I, by some miracle, had gotten 5 majors upon identification. And that's... I mean, getting 5 majors on an ally with identification and reforging is very weird. It's not that common, so that's why I was holding until I could get one of those scrolls so that I could replace it myself. And there we go. Now, by the time this episode hits live, seems most likely the legendary items would have already been revamped, so depending on when you are seeing this might not even make sense to you or seem like a memory you want to repress maybe, but that's the state of the game right now, and I do want to make use of it as much as possible, so that's why. And if you still feel a little confused about all this, you feel free to check the schedule update video that I released on August last year, and you will find out what exactly is going on. In case you didn't watch that video before or you have forgotten what it was about, feel free to check it out. Anyway, now I truly have all the legacies I wanted on my allies. Just need to grab a couple more scrolls and I will be good to go. And here we have it at last, the town of Arnach and the land of Lossarnach in general. Discovered Arnach. Great. Now, there's a quartermaster in here somewhere. And I'm trying to remember where. First of all, let me grab the stable master, the milestone, the usual stuff.
How may I help you, friend?
The milestone here. We might need it. Who knows? But I don't think we're gonna need the easy travel to Lebennin anymore. Even if we do, we have the stable master in here that will do that for us. So there's no need to worry about that. I do want to check the quartermaster and see if we can get the master in Arnach. Because I think that one is gated behind Pelargir reputation. I hope I'm right.
Will we ever see the sun again?
If the lady has sent you, I shall not deny your aid. Too many troubles have come to Lossarnach of late, and I fear I cannot resolve them all. Curious though, that Lady Terenis sent you. Has she told you much of her sister, Lady Vangelos? I suspect not. The two of them have not spoken for years. All over Lord Forlong, no less. Know this, I will not involve myself in the sisters' feud, but I shall tell Lady Vangelos of your intent to aid us.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Ah yes, where was I? Welcome to Arnach. I can't give you half the welcome old Lord Forlong would do, but he's gone off to Minas Tirith, off to war. And here I am. Baranor, captain of the guard, is who I am, and I must do my best to fill his shoes. Only he left me with such a great lot of green lads, all restless and rousing about it. It's like herding mice. So I've made captains of Dagor and Indir. There's Dagor over there, destined for greatness if you ask me. At any rate, between guarding Arnach and keeping watch on this damned Haradrim, we three have had our hands full, and then some. Now, you look a well-traveled and sensible man. Could you lend my captains a hand? I assure you, Arnachrim lives depend on him. Arnachrim lives depend on it. Okay, yeah, my bad. So let us begin by talking to Dagor? Oh, jeez. Okay, let us see.
Darkness is a weight on my mind.
Now, thinking as a captain and tactician, I know that my greatest foe must be the enemy captain. Among the Haradrim who trespass in Lossarnach, there will be soldiers and there will be leaders. Without captains, the foe is confused and scattered, and we prevail. You seem formidable in combat, good man, and you are free to go while duty keeps me here. Would you enact my bold stratagem?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
The first rule of warfare, Warden, is to give the enemy no quarter. If they cannot pull back and regroup, they must either bend or break. Now, it so happens my men have spied some of the boats that brought the Haradrim into Lossarnach. They are here, and they're along the banks by the mouth of the river Erui. They have also noted piles of supplies, not far from the boats. I say, let us burn their boats. Let us trample their supplies. Then they'll have nowhere to run. Then we'll have them. And by we I mean me in thought and you in action. As a captain I cannot leave Arnach, and you are more than up to the task.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
We may not be the lucky few gone to fight at Minas Tirith, but we may still use martial tactics and strategies. The southern foe despoils Lossarnach's soil, and I have a plan to deal them a decisive blow. A bundle of sticks is strong, whilst any one twig may be broken. We must seek out the Harad swordsmen in their camps and hideaways, and strike them before they strike at us in force. Duty binds me to my post here, but you, Warden, could help to strike this blow and win the glory in so doing. Now, I don't know if this is common to all the men of Arnach, or if it's just Dagor and Baranor, but they have a funny way of speaking. Now, what do we have in here? We have Forlong's hall. And in this hall... Ah, the quartermaster I was looking for you. Thank you very much.
The Mughal host must be defeated.
What do we have here? Amphalas Scroll of Empowerment. I don't know what standing I need with them, but it's too low. And... where is the master in Arnach? Yeah, here. Requires friend with the Rangers of Ithilien. Oh gee. And we also need friend for the scrolls. That might take a while.
Ithilien is crawling with foes.
And well, these armor sets we no longer, well, don't need at the moment. Here is the vault. So at least I know where to go to clear up my inventory at a later time, when I feel more ready to do so, when I have some time. Now, I need to find Indir. Ah, there he is.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
These times of war have thwarted spring planting, Warden. The Haradrim have put some of our farmland to the torch, and in the rest our seed stores lie exposed and vulnerable. Even if daggers grant war plants defend us from the Haradrim here, we may yet starve in the coming winter. Already we have missed first planting. We face hard times at our most fortunate. Good Warden, will you visit the farms to Arnach's northeast and defend its stores of seed?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
There is no doubt in my heart. The Haradrim will launch an assault on Arnach. I lay awake at night, imagining how it will go, and last night I dreamt it came with a great blowing of horns. Imagine my surprise when one of my most keen-eyed men told me he had seen great war horns among the southern camps. Would you humor my whim, man? You seem intrepid enough to do the deed. I believe they intend to use these war horns to call the attack. If the horns were sabotaged, they may be unable to assail us in one overwhelming force, and perhaps, just perhaps, we might withstand them.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
While Stagger dreams of playing at war, he ignores the plain facts before him. Though we are many, we are ill-trained and poorly organized. If the Haradrim who have crept into Lossarnach were to attack now, we would be done for. I fear we must take desperate measures to delay this possibility. In a foray yesterday morn, I found strange ribbons tied to a tree. I did not know what it meant at first, but later I returned to the tree and found the fashion of the ribbons not unchanged. Clearly, the Haradrim scouts are using these ribbons to speak with each other in simple signs. Would you, good man, find what ribbons you can and tear them down? I feel sure it will buy us greatly needed time. Plenty of things to do, it seems. Because, well, there are only 2 towns in Lossarnach. Arnach, Imlot Melui, and, if you want to count that, Forlong. So, of course, I would expect the quest designing here to be a little tighter than in Upper Lebennin. Now, I just want to be careful not to trigger Angvor's location for the epic because I'm not feeling ready to go there yet. So I think I want to avoid some of these roads for the time being. Oh, come on. Die. Yeah, you die. Oh jeez, this induction part takes a long time. Gonna be doing this for a while, I believe. What are you doing out here in the open? Go to safety, go hide. Didn't you see all the Haradrim out there? Don't be a fool. Oh, come on, how many of these guys are out there? Don't you know what's going on? Oh, jeez. Whoever thought giving all these enemies the ability to stun you? That was not a good idea. That doesn't do anything. Just annoying and time-consuming. Unless, of course, you're trying to fight like 50 of these guys at once, then maybe... then maybe it might be a problem, but one-on-one? No, definitely not. Now, treasure caches. Please tell me there is one around here. Yeah, would you please? Oh, Reagan. Indroval. Don't be suicidal. Save yourself the pain. And look somewhere else. More feed stores. Where? Exactly, I don't see them. Forge, oven, grain store. And I see another one over there. Now we just need to find 2 more raiders, which are also over there, to the north. All of you are dying right now, so I don't mind. Okay, there's one. Now. Defeat Squadron captains. Okay. Now, these are all the locations we need to go. Let us get going then. Now, these quests, are they still giving reputation with Pelargir? Yeah. So it seems all these quests in Upper Lebennin and Lossarnach will give you reputation with Pelargir, which is nice, as maybe we can hit Kindred with them without too much effort, but then that will leave us with not enough reputation with the Rangers of Ithilien. And we need to hit Friend at least. So I don't know how hard is that going to be. The Morgul host, Galdir's Dale. Oh, stop, please. 1 out of 7. Yeah, as I was saying, only a hassle if you're fighting a lot of enemies. Would you die? Paradrum Sorcerer. No, we don't need to defeat this guy. Well, not for the quest. Oh my god! We're about to die. I hadn't realized that. Maybe we were a little bit too reckless. Really digging this combat soundtrack. Like the war drums and everything. Okay, here we have one of the captains we needed to defeat as well. Oh, Jesus, stop it! Stop it! Yeah, thank you. Oh, Jesus, again? What's the range on these guys? Stop it! Christ! In archers. Die, all of you, die. Christ. Yeah, I remember now why I'm not a big fan of East Gondor. There are the camps, the enemy camps, are very dense with enemies. And some of them have a long range for discovering you. So there is no fast way of doing this, basically. And just wait till we get to Osgiliath. Osgiliath is even harder. I mean, and for Osgiliath it makes sense. It's an enemy camp. And not only an enemy camp, it's huge. It makes sense that the bigger part of their force will be there. So yes, it does feel like you're fighting through an army, which is fine for a while, but after a time it also gets kinda bothersome, tedious. But that's, yeah, why I'm not a big fan of Osgiliath, it seems. Oh, sickle flies. We are also gonna be fighting sickle flies. Yeah, this might take a while. And it seems there is another Haradrim camp over here. Let us just try to avoid some of those sickle flies. Not in the mood right now for them. No, this is just a watchtower, it seems. I know. No. There is a camp in here. Aegoland. Now let me take care of this friggin' archer. Oh, come on. One more warhorn. Oh, jeez. Ah, another captain. Okay. Gonna take this. Oh. Items layer of Eastern Gondor advanced. We had already defeated 100 Haradrim? Are you 120? When? When did that happen? Oh, jeez. Let me check this really quick. Yeah, 120. When did we defeat that many? Doesn't feel like it. Now we have the advanced tier. 240. And just got points for this and reputation. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. Okay. There is one more captain to the southwest, so that we don't need to wait for this one to respawn. Let us go there. Ah, we also need to locate the Haradrim boats. The Rivens. Yeah. Still got a lot of things to do. I mean, we might be able to complete all the quest objectives on this episode. That's what I'm aiming for. But we might not be able to turn all these quests in. Not today, at least. Revenue here, just need 2 more. Okay. There's one over there. There should be a captain around here, or maybe another Riven, the last one. Erui Delta. Oh, cool. Oh, there's a captain. Oh, for Christ's sake. So burn Haradrim boats, destroy Haradrim supplies. We can do that. Yeah. Now this looks like the location for one treasure cache. We're really close to it. Really, what's your fixation with the archers? Doesn't seem healthy, if you ask me. Okay. Maybe we can get the final ribbon in here so that we can focus on the boats. Yeah. Perfect. Just boat duty now. Another boat. Okay. Marksman, of course. Seems they don't know anything else on archery. I mean, I'm already fed up with those guys. Oh, especially when you cannot see you're running straight into them. Oh, the disarms and everything. Stop it. What do you mean too far away? I'm already there. Okay, just the last bit. Drop of fine clover honey. No. Poplar branches. Okay, no, I see it, I see it. Oh, amazing! Love one-shotting them. Ah, there was another captain in here too. So I think that was all of it, all of the quests. Yeah. Yeah, so we can go back to Arnach now. You know what? Let us turn them in. Would feel anticlimactic not doing that right now, but gonna turn them in and that's gonna be it.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Though Dagger might care little, I for one will sleep easier knowing we might eat in 9 months' time, Beriathan. Thank you for helping us in these dire times. I know we are one among many needing help from heroes like you.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Thank you, Beriathan. You have brought peace to my troubled hearts by shattering those war horns. Let us hope my dream of them so true.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
You have done well, Beriathan, and I thank you. With any luck, you have bought us time to prepare ourselves for the inevitable blow that shall fall on Arnach. I mean, why is this not checking us helping Indir?
Weight on my mind.
I don't know, well. Ah, we have this, Quests of Lossarnach. Was wondering about this one too.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Like a chicken, headless. That's what the Haradrim have become, thanks to my strategy and your hard work. They'll be confounded and demoralized now, I assure you. Ah, what am I doing here, Beriathan? I should be up north, by Forlong side. I hope only that my absence does not jeopardize the war. Yeah, we will be okay, don't worry. We'll manage.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
We have truly struck a blow to the Southron's heels. By ensuring they cannot fight or think or run, they will surely crumble before us. This, Beriathan, this is the difference between the war-wise commander and a rustic clad in mail and arms. This is why I should be at Forlong's side in Minas Tirith. Yeah, I cannot tell you why, but you don't want to be at Forlong's side, trust me.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Ha! My plan goes well apace. Thank you, Beriathan. We will soon send these Southrons back with their trails between their legs. Yeah, and here we have Baranor.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Beriathan, there's no time now. The Haradrim, they're planning an attack. What shall we do? We mustn't stand around, we must act.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Okay, we'll need to keep helping Dagor and Indir, so let us leave that for the next one and end here. So thank you for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.